up it. Oh, you probably heard the elephants trumpeting in the distance. I reckon that the others will come and join them up here as well. Now it seems as though all 5 lionesses are here and all those wonderful 8 cubs are here too. But still no Birmingham. And they're edging closer and closer, of course, to Buffelshoek Dam. And this one has found a piece of baboon's tail, which is obviously quite nice to play with. Be careful, little ones. That's high up into that tree. You can see those younger cubs still struggling, unlike the older cub at the back, who is very well equipped at climbing now and really completed the balancing sort of section of their training. Now, I don't think that this is a very good place to sort of play fight on, as I think that even though these cubs are very tough, if they fell off, they'd probably be okay. Oh, just as I said that. Very embarrassed, running away now. Yeah. But luckily, cats always seem to land on their feet. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Safer option. Practice on that lower one first and then make your way up to the top. Oh my goodness. They are a wild bunch this afternoon, just the way I like the Nkuhumas. Can you hear the zebras alarming? They're not far. We're quite close to Buffelshoek Dam, so I wonder if that's where the zebra are. The lions don't seem to be showing too much interest. The adults are actually looking at something in the drainage line. It's quite difficult, unfortunately, to see them because of all the trees. I've parked in favor, of course, of these cubs tree climbing. But, of course, if anything exciting happens with the adults, I will shuffle around and we'll get a better view. You see that little one just fall right off. Now, Trevor, you're wondering when was the last time that the Nkuhumas made a kill? I've got to try and think about it because I haven't really seen Nkuhumas. I think it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. So two days ago, they were feeding on a buffalo. The last time was in fact when they were in Arethusa. So that could have even been 3 days ago, which is unusual, because they were on a streak at one point where they were taking down a buffalo every single day. How incredible is that? So they're going to be hungry. Now this little one is tearing into what once was a baboon's tail. Of course, I'm talking about a plant, which is also known as black stick lily. That's a common name for it. And it's made the perfect chew toy. It's quite fibrous. You can see it pulling it apart quite easily. Excuse me. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Now remember, we are on a live safari, and if you'd like to send in questions like Trevor just did, you can either hashtag Safari Live on Twitter, or you could even send us an email, questions@wildearth.tv. Now you can see I put my rain cover on, which I thought was a bit silly because it's actually quite hot now, but it's okay. I'll bake in here for a little bit. Oh, careful. You can see exactly what's happened here now. Earlier I said that once one climbs up the tree, they're probably all going to. Don't squash floppy ear. I'm going to tell you about the name for floppy ear in just a moment, but I want to very quickly answer a new viewer's question whose name is David. Now, I know it wasn't the David on the camera because I didn't see him texting, and he would have got a stern reprimanding if he was doing that. But David, welcome, and I hope you're enjoying this. You've come at a really good time to start watching. Now, you were wondering, how old do lions get in the wild? There's a perfect bum shot over there that you can get. That's very nice. And I must tell you, David, it varies quite a bit. The females can live up to 15, 16 years old. That's quite old for a female. The males don't live as long. They typically will live not longer than about, I would say, 12 years old at absolute max. Sorry, I'm trying to think, maybe about 10 years old would be a typical lifespan. And that's just because, unfortunately, life is quite tough for the males, especially once they get chucked out of their prides as young adults and have to sort of move in between the territories of other males until they're old enough to take on one for themselves. Now we're looking at our beautiful little floppy-eared girl. Now I want to tell you the name that I thought suited her quite nicely. And it's a Tsonga word for cheeky or naughty, something along those lines. Obviously, English language is quite complex, and some of these other African languages don't have exact words for the English words, of course. So Amanda, our chef, has helped me. I sort of described her personality, and she said Delela is quite a nice word. So Delela, remember I said it sounds similar to Delilah. Obviously it's not Delilah, so you spell Delela D-E-L-E-L-A, and that supposedly means sort of cheeky, naughty, feisty, a word that sort of combines, and it describes her personality exactly. So what do you think of that? I think it's quite nice, but if not, well, we can always think of another one.
What is it?
Delela.
Delela.
Delela, there we go. David's also trying to learn it. So what do you think, girl? Do you like your name, Delela? Let's see, this lioness is coming to intervene with these cubs. Let's see what she does. Perhaps she's going to climb the tree too. Oh, my goodness. A second lioness is coming over. Party on the Marula, and those two are playing tug of war. Now, that's obviously quite, so careful. You're going to get pushed off. Oh. Not letting go though. Still holding on. Yeah, unfortunately, little one, you lost that battle. And I think it was unfair though. I think that young lion, or one of the lionesses, pushed it off. I think it was unfair. I think we need a rematch. Goodness, everybody's waking up now. Isn't this just absolutely magical? Oh, little one, maybe go to a lower branch. Oh, no, you're going to do it. There you go. That's where those claws come in handy. Look at that little one. Don't jump on Mom's back from there. Come on, go and see what those zebra are shouting all about. Oh, my goodness, look at this. She's stretching right up. Let's see if she's going to jump up. Now, that was quite incredible. That really gave you an idea of how tall that lioness is. Perhaps if these lions move away, I'll go and stand next to that tree and you can really see how tall these lions actually are. But I'm not going to do it now, of course. That would be quite silly of me. But it looks like they're getting ready to move. Let's have a look at that lioness. Has got an injury on her bum. Can you see that? Not that one, the one that's just laid down. There's a raw... There we go. What's happened to her? No, now you've got to move, my lady. Sorry. Of course, as you can see, this is a live production. And when I say something, it seems as though the lions can understand me and then block my view. There we go. Now I can show you. Look at that. Those are puncture wounds. Those look like teeth mark or something. And I wonder if it's the same lioness that had the bite mark or on her elbow. I'm not sure. We saw it this morning. That's unusual. So perhaps there's been a bit of fighting going on, whether it was amongst the females or with a Birmingham.